are back with Whitney Crain, a physician assistant with Cone Health Primary Care and Sports Medicine at the MedCenter in Kernersville. And we're talking things all 4th of July to make sure that you're safe. We had one more note about the grill, and that is what you're cleaning it with.
Yeah, so they do have chemical cleaners out there that are actually unsafe to use. Many of them have sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, and these can actually be caustic to the skin if not handled appropriately. So we would recommend safer items such as baking soda. You can use vinegar, you can use lemon or lime juice to clean it, just to prevent any inhalational injuries or some skin burns.
All right, and a lot of people like to clean with like a wire grill brush, but we've seen sometimes what happens. And if you haven't heard what happens with the wire grill brush, let us know.
Yes, grill brushes that have those wire little bristles as you're cleaning them, particularly as the brush ages, they can fall off and be hidden inside of the grill grate. So as you're cooking your food, of course, it can get stuck on there, leading to accidental ingestion injuries. To the point where it can cause problems with the throat, the esophagus, or the digestive tract, and in severe cases lead to a surgical procedure. So a much safer cleaning object would be a pumice stone, or they have wooden scrapers that help remove it without that type of injury.
Yeah, we've actually done stories on people who have ingested a wire from the grill brush. Okay, let's move on to water safety, pools, splash pads, the beach, you name it, people are going to be at the water.
Absolutely. And a misconception that we have, particularly at a crowded pool, is there's a lot of adults, there's a lot of eyes. Sure, clearly the children are all safe. The problem is all these other people are not watching your child. So it is very, very important that you have a designated sober adult that is keeping track of each individual child. Additionally, having a approved flotation device or life jacket that's approved for the weight of the child, even if they seem like a strong swimmer, making sure that we're vigilant at all points in time, because it just takes one little second and it doesn't matter how deep the water is.
All right, aside from the danger in the water, there's danger outside the water. A lot of people, they're running at the pool or whatever else, they slip, they fall. Let's talk about slips and falls for, a variety of reasons. What do we need to watch out for?
Sure. Obviously, if you fall and hit your head, particularly if you're running on that pool, even after your mom screams and yells at you not to, you fall and hit your head. There's some obvious symptoms, such as a severe headache that doesn't respond to Tylenol or ibuprofen. If you lose consciousness, if you have a seizure, change in vision, dizziness, I feel like most people would probably go to the emergency room, but there's some other symptoms that may not be quite as obvious to people. After having a head trauma or slipping and falling, if you develop clear fluid that's coming from your nose or your ears, if all of a sudden you just have a personality change, or you feel really fatigued and tired for some reason, nausea or persistent vomiting, these can all be symptoms that something much more severe is occurring. And if these happen, please seek emergency care.
Yeah, don't pass that off of, oh, they must have gotten the stomach bug at the same time when they hit their head. Actually call the doctor on that one. Okay, let's talk about heat, overheating, dehydration. It's going to be a hot one for July 4th. I think the projected forecast is 90 degrees right now.
Yeah, so dehydration, obviously our first sign of that usually is thirst. Our body will tell us, hey, go drink something. Problem is, it's fun, it's summer, we're all at the pool. Sometimes we don't listen to our body and we continue, or moreover, we're replenishing it with beverages that aren't actually hydrating. Coffee, soda, tea, alcohol, these all have caffeine, sugar. They're diuretics, which means that we pee more often. Other symptoms, as we continue to not rehydrate with those waters or Gatorades, our urine can become darker. We can decrease our urine output. Sometimes we can develop physical symptoms like a headache, nausea, lightheadedness, dizziness. If any of these occur, of course, we would recommend, get out of the sun, try to start rehydrating with more water.
Okay. All right. We want everybody to stay safe. Thank you for your time and your expertise. If you missed any of this, we're going to put it in the To Your Well-Being section of our website.